Welcome to Excel Beyond Boundaries, episode 23 with Coach Ash, who's an online coach and also nutritionist. And I'm excited to have you join us today. Thank you, Coach Ash.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, taking it way back, where did it all begin for you? Where did you grow up?
So I'm from Los Angeles, California. And as far as my fitness journey starting, my parents were always active, always into supplementation. They made us do laps across the pool before we could actually swim in the pool and have fun in it. So I guess it started at home. Yeah,
Okay, so you started at a young age. And what brought you? Are you in Atlanta now, or what city are you
I
in now?
am. I'm
Ah,
currently
okay,
in Atlanta.
nice. What brought you to Atlanta from LA? It's a quite a transition.
Yeah, just college, COVID, all kinds of things got me stuck here. So
I see. That's awesome. So then, how did you know you wanted to get into fitness as a coach? And when did you start that?
So that started around 2017 or so. I never knew I wanted to be a fitness coach specifically. I went to college for business management. So I always knew I wanted to run my own business. I guess people were always saying, "Hey, you're fit, you're this, you're that." And so I was just like, I'm gonna pick a niche actually, because I was actually doing social media management. It was one of my first businesses. And I did that for a lot of gyms so I can have that community. I connected with other coaches and I started training with trainers, making friends with coaches and trainers, and that just became my community. And now I'm a coach, trainer, nutritionist, all that good stuff. So
That's
yeah,
cool. Yeah, it's amazing how one thing leads into another, right? With
it's
fitness.
exactly, it's wild. Yeah.
Yeah,
I never knew it would take off from here.
that's amazing. And what's your area of specialty? Like, who do you like to work with the most?
Yeah, I'm a women's health practitioner. So I mainly work with busy women, busy mothers who are maybe they're already working out. They've tried a million diets and things like that, but they're just not able to stay consistent or maintain their results. So I pretty much help women to build habits and routines around nutrition and fitness and help them transition their mindset around their journey as well.
Nice. Very holistic.
Yes,
That's good. And I'll tag at the end of this. I can tag. It'll be posted in about probably 3 or 4 weeks. I can give you an exact date closer to then, but I'll make sure to tag everything you want me to tag so that we can refer people towards you.
sounds good.
Perfect. And I'm curious, what's what was the pivotal moment, the biggest challenge in your fitness journey, would you say?
In my personal fitness journey or just
Yeah.
being a coach?
Actually, good question. We could say as a coach and also your personal journey.
So I think one thing that changed just my journey as a coach, I would say, is one of my first clients. She's one of my first clients, my first supporter. She actually committed suicide, and I realized from that point like how important my job was, and that it was more than just like trying to help women, work out or build a booty or build a core or whatever. I didn't know the influence I had on her life so much, and how much seeing her every throughout the weeks and stuff like that was really just um it it was improving her life. The talks we were having when we were training, all that good stuff. She's very supportive, will come to my group classes and pump up the whole class and get everyone excited. She was a ball of energy. And so when my program actually took a break, she actually committed suicide in that time frame. And I just know that if I was there to talk to her or have a conversation with her, then maybe, things would have been different. But that just really changed a lot for me. I realized that I'm more than just a personal trainer. I'm someone that has to be there to listen to my clients and help them through not only their fitness journey, but just the mental struggles that come with it as well.
Absolutely. And I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah,
But that is an inspiring story. How you were motivated from that, and you
I did.
recognize how important it is. Yeah, personal trainers are not only like therapists in a sense, but a good friend. Yeah, all of that.
Yeah, you got to be the cheerleader, you got to be the workout bestie, you got to be so much, right? Because to actually change our physical, we have to first change our mental. And so that's why my motto is train the mind and the body will follow, because it's just so true. A lot of time we can't be successful at changing our physique because we have those mental blockages. And so again, that's what I love to help women through, learn more about women, learn more about the just the mental struggles that they're going through on this fitness, this nutrition journey, because that's the biggest part of it.
That's exciting. I like that.
Yeah.
And that was all very well said. I love the phrase, train the mind and the body will follow. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Gonna make that the episode title for you.
Love that.
If your journey, your fitness journey was turned into a movie, what do you think the title would be?
Mm,
If you could pick a title.
my fitness journey. So my personal fitness journey, huh? What would be the title of the movie? That's a good one.
It's a hard
Not
question.
sure. Yeah, it is a hard question. My personal journey, I went from being skinny to fit. So there's just that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, skinny to
Well,
fit.
all right. I like that. I like
I'm
that.
not sure, but
No, that works.
yeah.
And what would you say is your fundamental why, like your purpose? I know you kind of explained this a little bit.
Hmm.
Would you say from your story being inspired from your friend,
Yeah,
your driving force, would you say is to, help transform lives, or what would you say it is?
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I have a gift to not only attract and lead women or influence women. So I want to use that influence in the best way. And I want to use my gifts that God gave me to serve people and just help them again transition not only their bodies but their mindset and just their overall life into a healthy version of it. So that's
Very
definitely my
nice.
goal.
Right. Getting into the mindset and personal growth section. If you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice, so maybe 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, what would you say to yourself?
As far as fitness and nutrition,
Good question. I'd say in general, just it could be overall success.
well, let's see. As far as success, I guess just don't be afraid to fail. I feel like when I was younger, I just had more of I wasn't afraid to fail. And I think that life, you go through so many things that as an adult, the older you get, you start being more cautious. And so I have to remind myself all the time to just like, don't get comfortable, don't try to be cautious, jump and learn new things because that's where the biggest growth is.
True, true. And you're right about that. We kind of get, I don't want to say scared, but like as adults, we kind of do develop certain habits,
Yeah,
and it's better to just jump in, live freely, go for it. I like that.
that's the best you could do.
True. What is your advice for those struggling with self-doubt or lack of motivation, would you say?
I would tell those people to start a routine to work on their mental first. Yeah, because again, it just starts there. So it's the little things, right? Like journaling, journeying down your thoughts and trying to see those patterns and seeing, what foods make us feel good, what foods don't, or what certain activities or people that we hang around make us feel bad or not motivated, things like that. So I think journaling every day, just like, hey, I feel like this, and just seeing it either improve or decline can tell a lot. I think there's so much negativity out in the world on social media, from our families, from our friends, and just the negative self speech in our heads. So I would try to change that by, again, like being around the right people, journaling, practicing positive self talk to ourselves, putting up little notes and things like that, and just being more aware of the things that we're telling ourselves, the fake news, the fake stories, and try to change those stories.
Very true. No, that's some great advice for sure. For
Thank you.
sure. What is kind of gearing towards the fitness stuff now? What's your
Hmm.
biggest gym pet peeve? Like, do you have any things that really bother you about the gym? Like people
Ooh,
leaving
man.
weights on the machine, or
Right. Yeah. I actually work out from home more and teach women to do that. But when I was in the gym all the time, 5, 6 days a week, I would really say the most annoying thing about it is the men there, honestly.
yes.
Like, they're just trying to tap you in the middle of your set and things like that. That's annoying.
Damn.
or even just like sometimes the employees. I always tell this story, but one time I actually got a Planet Fitness membership to like train with some friends and just have it as a backup membership and stuff. And I think that gym is just horrible. Probably not all of them, but that one, the one I was at, I actually had one of the employees tap me on the shoulder and tell me to turn my earphones down in the middle of a squat and in the middle of a set. And I just, it was weird. And I ended up canceling my membership.
What? To turn your headphones down in the while
Yeah.
you're squatting because your
Yeah. That
headphones
was,
were too loud?
no, she was wiping off some mirrors in front of me. There's like no one else really around me. You know, it's 11 to 2, the gym's empty pretty much. I'm not sure what her problem was, but she actually harassed me a couple times after that, and I
That's
ended up canceling my membership. So,
that's
Planet Fitness doesn't
crazy.
want your music loud. They don't want you wearing shorts. They don't want you bringing bags. It's just too much stuff, too many rules in there. So I would say, if anything, Planet Fitness is annoying. It's the most annoying thing about gyms.
They want to be like a library.
Right. I guess so. Like, quiet as a mouse in there.
I'm not a fan either. They have like that alarm system, right? That goes off.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Like, you're never even hearing it. Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I did not understand what they're based on. That's funny. How has fitness shaped your life in other areas beyond just physical health?
So for me, I'm able to, I guess, connect with it. Okay, well, there's a few ways. So one, I would say, as far as like learning about food, nutrition, and stuff like that, it's definitely helped me just look at food differently. I would say when I first started learning about food, you can get very extreme and try to be like eat as clean as possible, things like that. You can become judgmental of what other things people are putting in their bodies and things like that. And so I had to find a good medium, right, for not only myself but my clients, not trying to be too strict and things like that on my diet. I'm actually currently 7 months pregnant almost. And so,
Congratulations.
thank you. And it's my first child, and pregnancy has again changed how I look at food and how strict I am about food and things like that. But it's definitely helped me have a healthy, energized pregnancy for sure. Fitness, nutrition, it's shaping my pregnancy. I don't know what it's like to be pregnant and not healthy. It's I definitely think I'm skipping a lot of the negative things that come with being pregnant. Yeah. And then it's just affecting my family, right? Just the habits or the things I learn I can pass down to my kids or implement in my household and things like that.
Definitely. That's a lot of ways it's affecting you positively.
Yes, definitely.
That's
Knowledge is
amazing.
key.
I agree. No, definitely seems like you have an appreciation for the whole industry for
I
sure.
do. I do. I love it all. I've been in supplementation, worked in that for years, worked in fitness, nutrition, all that. So I do. I love it. All of it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you been to a gym that you consider like the coolest gym ever or your favorite gym anywhere in the world? It could be in LA, it could
Yeah.
be I'm curious to hear this.
Let me see. There's a couple of nice gyms in Atlanta. They have trainer gyms here. So there's a lot of trainers that like pretty much pay rent to bring their clients. It's not like LA Fitness or anything like that.
Yes.
Right. So I like that. There's a lot of nice gyms here. I don't know the names of the ones. I do.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, I don't know the names of any, but like Fineo Fit, The
Okay.
Loft, these
Yeah,
are
that
gyms in
works.
Atlanta that are pretty popular that
Okay.
I think they're great, you know.
So it sounds like Atlanta has a nice like, fitness community and a lot of nice
Yeah.
gyms from what I hear.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. I try not to get all into that, but they have a lot of nice gyms, a lot of influencer gyms type of things here.
Nice. I love Atlanta. We always pass through whenever we go to like North Carolina, we'll stop in oh, you gotta go to Snooze. Have you been to Snooze?
I have.
Ah,
I
okay,
live
good.
right next door to Snooze.
Ah, that's amazing. Best
Yeah.
breakfast place ever.
Really? Yeah. I think they just do too much of the pancakes. I'm just like, what is this sweet potato, cream, onion pancake? I'm like,
That's
it's just
That's
It's
funny.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better than most breakfast places. It's my favorite one for sure.
Yeah.
The oh yeah, go-to song or playlist when you need to power through a workout.
Ooh, I love listening to salsa music. I'm
Okay.
not Caribbean at all, but I love listening to like Caribbean music, just the beats, barely lyrics. Lyrics I don't really understand, but I like it.
A nice
Yeah.
rhythm, basically.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Something with the beat. Yeah.
That
Love
makes sense.
cycling to like some good soca music.
Some like oh, you said soca?
Mhm.
Ah, okay, that is even more of a beat then. That's from
Yes,
like
exactly.
Trinidad, right?
Yes, yeah, that Caribbean
Yeah.
music.
Ah, that is good. Yep,
I
definitely
love
good.
that.
That's cool. And what would you say if you could ban one exercise in the gym? Like least favorite exercise? What is that?
Least favorite?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And favorite. We could follow up with favorite.
I would say,
If there's one that sticks out. Because like personally, I don't like upright rows. I think there's for bodybuilders it makes sense, but if you're not a bodybuilder, I don't think it's good for your
yeah,
shoulders. And so that's my
I
one.
hear that. One that I think people underestimate, I have a hate and love relationship with it, are actually is it okay, you're adding in the middle, so the hip adductors.
Ah, okay, I
Yeah,
see.
those like working the inside of your thighs, the hip flexors, inside of the hips, all that. I just think when you actually use that machine right, it's terrible. Like I
Oh,
hate how it makes me feel the next day, but I love it at the same time. It's so beneficial. But wow, yeah, that
that is
exercise burn.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That
Yeah,
one, yeah, that one is it's not very popular. Yeah, yeah, that was tough. Um,
man.
what's the most embarrassing gym moment if you've ever had one?
Mm.
If
I
not,
guess
no worries.
n- not wearing the right gym clothes and sweating in the wrong areas.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, that'll teach you a lesson.
Yeah, or wearing
Wear
the wrong.
sweatproof clothes.
True, true. And some gyms don't have AC either.
Right. Some of them don't.
Yeah, that's true.
It's hot
What are
in
the
Atlanta.
yeah, especially in the summertime for sure. What does your training routine look like? Like now that you're 7 months pregnant, how do you train?
So training is here and there for me. Again, I'm like not too strict on a routine. Because ever since I started coaching, I'm not too strict at all. Movement is key. So I try to do yoga a couple times throughout the week, strength train a couple times, but it's really not on any type of plan. Like I will sit in front of the TV. If I'm too tired, grab some 10-pound dumbbells and bust out a quick workout just sitting right on the couch. I'm so simple. Like I will just make sure I'm moving around. I'm trying to implement more walking and things like that. I'm afraid if I walk around my neighborhood and I have to like pee or use the bathroom because when you're pregnant you just have to use the bathroom every few seconds. So I'm afraid to go anywhere sometimes, but I want to get outside, get more sun, take more walks. But right now I'm just doing a lot of mobility and stretching and then making sure I'm staying up on my strength as well.
That's good. That's very
Yeah.
good. It's basically intuitive, feeling it out, but being active. I
Exactly.
see.
Yeah.
My
Yeah. Nothing too strict.
that makes sense. My girlfriend's actually 2 months pregnant.
Congrats. Ooh, it's about to be a
Thank you.
journey.
Yes, yes, thank
Is
you.
your guys' first child or
So I have a stepson who's
okay?
15, so her first child.
Nice.
But it'll be yeah,
Yeah.
my first
Oh,
experience with a
congrats.
baby, and yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's
Congratulations.
thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah.
But I know that in early on, mothers, I mean,
Tired.
pregnant women, you get tired and nauseous, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Those first 3 months, it gets easier. I guess it's supposed to get harder, but it gets easier after the first trimester.
Okay.
But yeah, people are tired. And I actually was doing my group training. So those first 3 months, I was actually up and down on the floor training with women. And it was a lot until the acid reflux kicked in. I was like, yeah, I cannot do all getting up, you're
Yeah,
nauseous. And yeah, it's a lot. So
that's
hopefully,
impressive what pregnant women, do
whew,
with feeling the way that like that's amazing.
It is. I can't believe people actually go to work during their whole pregnancy.
Can't imagine. Cannot imagine.
Yeah.
Exciting times though, for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. I hope, wish her well, healthy pregnancy. Just
Thank you.
make sure to be there with food at all times.
With food at all times. I'll remember that.
Yes.
That's funny. Well, we're getting towards the end. It's a couple questions about actually food. I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
Um, do you have any special recipes or anything that your favorite recipes that are healthy?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of things. I do have first of all, I do have a food and mood journal that people should check out so they can correlate their foods, what foods are creating certain moods, and start tracking that. But I love to make smoothies. I think smoothies are amazing. Try to have one every day or so. It's been a little different with pregnancy, but other than that, I love using my pressure cooker and making like 15-minute meals with like meats, broth, some veggies, some rice, just like 15-minute pressure cooker meals.
Nice. It sounds very
Yeah.
efficient.
hmm
That's
Um, and then there's some meal prepping things that I love, like overnight oats and French toast bakes and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a couple things I like to make.
I'm curious, since you make smoothies, what's like your go-to smoothie recipe? Like
Ooh.
yogurt, or milk?
Yes. So mine is gonna be yogurt, dates, dates or honey for sweetener, yogurt for protein and probiotics, some seeds or nuts, it depends, or like an almond butter for some healthy fats. And then as far as fruits, berries are low glycemic, but I do love like pineapple mango smoothie. I love dragon fruit smoothies. Ooh, the dragon fruit is amazing. Or even watermelon smoothies with some
Watermelon
chocolate.
smoothie
Watermelon smoothies, so good.
with chocolate.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was some chocolate
Really?
syrup. Yeah, watermelon. They're so hydrating.
Wow.
And that one with some vanilla yogurt. I usually try to just get plain Greek yogurt, but vanilla yogurt and watermelon, I don't know, but it's so good.
I'm gonna tell my girlfriend she loves smoothies too. I'm gonna tell her to try the dates too. Blending dates in there, that's a
Yes,
good idea.
dates are really good, especially when you're pregnant. Which reminds me of my first favorite smoothie, which is a chocolate almond date and banana smoothie. When I really got into smoothies, yeah, it's more of a dessert smoothie.
Okay.
Chocolate almonds, dates, banana. You can make pancakes out of that mixture, but I will so good. The probiotics put them in your stomach and stuff. I'm an IBS girly, so that smoothie was actually recommended to me to create more of an alkaline tummy because my stomach was too acidic. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, that definitely was my go-to for years.
That sounds amazing. I'm glad I asked because yeah, that
It's really
sounds.
good,
I'm gonna try that for sure.
so good.
Yeah, I'll let you know once we make it and try it.
Definitely give it a try. I'll send you the recipe.
Okay, thank you. Getting into the last section, what is a personal failure that taught you an invaluable lesson, would you say? It could be fitness related, it could be personal development, anything.
Personal failure.
Like anything that's
Hmm.
specific comes to mind.
Trying to think. That taught me a lesson.
If nothing comes to mind, we can always you can tell me if something pops up.
Okay.
Because I know some people have had, so many different challenges where it's hard to think of like just one thing that stands out. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. And I don't try to see anything as like mistakes or things that I regret. It's just like, I took some L's that made me like learn and get to where I am in life. So but if I think of one, I'm gonna let you know.
Okay. No, that's perfect. I like that. The second to last question is, oh, how important has community and mentorship been in your success? Do you have some good mentors or community?
Ooh. Um, yes, I wouldn't be here without some of the coaches and some of the mentors that I have had. I think they're very important to, well, a coach in general, right? That's kind of what we do is um we help people be successful by, making sure that they have the right wording in their heads. So I don't know. I think community is important. As far as mentors, I wouldn't say that I have one currently, but or I have many, at
Yeah.
the same time. Like I'm always, trying to hear what other people are doing or talking to other coaches and stuff like that, people that do inspire me. But community is so important. Like my business, my brand would not be what it is without my community. That's for sure. And so I think community building is the biggest thing, especially when you're online or a virtual coach, is like you can't get anywhere without tapping into your community, you know?
Oh yeah,
And so, yeah,
definitely. No, that makes sense. And it kind of reminds me how if someone when someone starts working out, how then they start meeting other people and they start building that community and it transforms their lives.
exactly. Yes, that's what it did for me. Just meeting some coaches, some personal trainers. If I didn't meet those people and they weren't texting me like, hey, get up and get your ass in the gym, let's go, then I wouldn't be anywhere where I'm at. So I always tell people if you want to change how you eat, change your body, your physique, all that. Start hanging around people that have already accomplished that or are on the same journey as you. You can't have friends that are inviting you out to just drink and turn up and do hookah every weekend. There needs to be balance, but you want to start switching those people out with people that are gonna be like, hey, let's go to the park and kick around a ball. Let's go do this. Let's go ice, something that's active. I love hanging out with people that love good food and we're trying like new cuisines and, messing with our taste buds and developing new tastes for new flavors. I love that. Like I love that about
Yeah.
food. So, yeah.
No, that's good insight for sure. To
Mhm.
be careful who your friends are,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
for sure.
Your community tells a lot about you.
That's true. Something recently that reminded me how it was saying you're a reflection of like the five closest people to you,
Mhm.
and that's so true.
It is.
So true. Last question. What is the best piece of advice that you've ever received from a mentor or role model?
Ooh. Let's see. I can think of a couple ones. I guess as a coach, I would say stop reading or thinking about other people's pockets. Like I think as a coach, and this is just from a business aspect is and a sales aspect is like, all the time you're trying to fit your services or what you offer into a client's budget, but if it's valuable to them and you're offering something that can help them, you just have to have confidence in that and go with that.
Let's focus on the value.
Yes, focus on the value that
I see.
exactly for sure.
I see.
Yeah. So, and that goes to the people that are buying from coaches and coaches as well. Like, make sure you're not just like, what are your prices? Make sure that you're trying to figure out if that coach is actually valuable to you and can help you with what you need. Because if you always go off price, then you might just miss, you know,
True.
a lot of important information or having somebody in your life that could say something and change everything for you. So,
That's true. No, you're
yeah.
right. Very true.
Yeah.
Last question, actually. What is next for you? How you're gonna continue excelling beyond boundaries?
Yeah, so right now, my Organic Gains Bootcamp has been helping women everywhere for the last 5 years, and we are now transitioning. We're upgrading our platform, our apps, our websites, all that good stuff. So, Organic Gains Bootcamps will start back in April, and pretty much it's a group training that includes mindset, fitness, and nutrition all in one, and we're going through those mental obstacles and getting rid of them, our fears around food, self sabotage. At the same time, we're learning core control, glute contraction, form. Like, so it's just an all in one type of program. It's a 4 month program, and that's pretty much what's next. I'm just making it more into evergreen program, which means that it'll be more flexible.
Okay.
So yeah, at first it was just like 4 months. I'm working with a group of women and then we're switching them out or they're doing the program again. But now it's like you can start the program and you can finish kind of when it's on your time.
I see.
So yeah, so I'm excited about that.
That's cool. Nice.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you for joining us today and sharing the
Thanks,
insight.
Jonathan. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
That concludes episode 23.